from the Wolverhampton Music Service, and we're going to have a look today at the second part of the Grade 2 cello scales for the ABRSM exam. If you haven't already watched the video for part 1 of the scales, it's probably best you do that first, because today's ones are going to have a few contorted fingers going on, so I hope you're ready for that. We're going to start with A major scale. This is just 1 octave, a nice short one. In fact, all of today's are only 1 octave long. But we are going to need some forward extensions in this one. Get your first finger in tune. Now your second finger and your fourth finger are going to have to go further up the string than normal and make higher notes. The second finger is going to have to stretch up to where third finger normally goes, and the fourth finger is going to have to stretch a half step or a semitone higher than where the fourth finger normally goes. So we've got first finger on the A, stretch for the 2, and reach for the 4. But that needs to be done without your whole hand shuffling or moving or jumping up the string. So your hand, you've got to try and get your fingers to move and stretch independently like that. Now that probably means, and it does for I've only got small hands, it means that that first finger will be almost pointing backwards and almost using the side of the finger, but that's probably the best way to get you to do it. We don't want that moving like that when you're playing it. Okay, that pattern happens again on the next string and exactly the same way, and then you finish on the A at the top. Here it is, A major, separate bows. Now I'll play it for you with slurred bows. Now that stretch that you've just been doing with your hand is actually what you're going to need next for B flat major, but the hand will be doing backwards extensions instead. Now it's probably a good idea to do a little exercise here to get us ready for this one. We're going to start with second finger on the G, which is the B flat. Now this might be quite tricky, this exercise, but if you practice it, it will really help with getting your fingers to be able to stretch outwards from the middle of your hand. We're going to start on second fingers, do 2 of those, do 2 normal 4 fingers. We're going to try and keep them down while you move on to the D string. So you've got to make a tunnel for your D string, play the D twice, and then point that first finger backwards to make an E flat on the D string. Let me show you. So we've got second finger on the G. Keep them down. And finish on that first finger backwards extension. Now that will feel a really big stretch for your hand and quite possibly won't work the first few times, but that exercise really helped me to get my hand to go like that. Let me just show you again. Your hand is now in the right shape to do the B flat major scale. Keep your first finger pointing backwards because you'll need it for the B flat at the top. Again, no shuffling allowed with your hand there. And don't forget to keep your thumb on the back. Let's try it with slurs. Okay, the next 2 scales we're going to do are both minor scales, so they're going to have a different sound to them. G minor and D minor. Now you've already done a short version of these for grade 1, which were called G minor scale to the 5th and D minor scale to the 5th, which was this pattern. Don't forget that that third note, the second finger, that's what makes the scale sound minor or sad. Now we're going to, for grade 2, we need to do the full version of those scales, and that's going to mean having a big stretch between our first and third fingers. So watch carefully, this is G minor. Back with the first finger like you were doing in the B flat major scale. And then the 3 goes in its normal place, and then the 4, normal 4th finger. Keep the finger ready. Okay. Let's try that one without stopping now. In sound just before you get to the top of the scale, a bit Egyptian sounding. Let's do G minor with slurs now. Next is D minor. This is exactly the same fingers as we've just done for G minor. But going from the D onto the A string. Don't forget to get that first finger pointing backwards before you need it. Here we go. And now let's try the slurs. Now we're going to try the arpeggios for all of those scales. We'll go back to A major. Now for A major, keep your thumb on the back. You're going to need first finger and an extended 4th finger. So make sure your hand is like that before you start. Make sure your first finger is in tune at the end. Next we've got B flat major arpeggio. Again, this first finger is going to have to be ready, pointing backwards for your top note, the B flat on the A string. And now the minor ones. You've actually done these before for grade 1, because although you only did half of the minor scale, you've actually done the full minor arpeggio already, and so this is quite easy for you. We haven't got to contort our fingers around. For this one, it's just open 2, open 4 pattern. This is G minor. And D minor, same finger pattern. There you go, and that is a full set of grade 2 cello scales. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to come back soon and see all the other videos we're making for you, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Bye!